Did you shut down Monday?
All right, 6 o'clock, call meeting to order, first pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Brock.
Here.
Mr. Grant.
Here.
Mr. Jefferson is absent. Mr. Sawyer.
Here.
Mr. Schoen.
Here.
Lori Tribble here. Attorney Schweerd.
Here. All right, thank you. Okay, first thing on the agenda is approval of the regular meeting minutes for March 9th. Everyone has had a chance to review those during discussion.
I move so.
That's a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
You have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Next is approval of the claims, May 14th through June 8th. Any discussion on the claims?
I have a question. What you gave me last Friday, it has more pages than this.
Yeah, it's, when you print out the actual docket, it's a lot less pages
Okay.
than the big sheet. The big sheet breaks it down
Oh,
per vendor.
oh, I see. Okay.
Any other discussion?
Make a motion, we accept the.
Okay, there's a motion to approve the claims. Is there a second?
Second.
Have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Claims are approved. Next are our reports. Quick Treasure.
In my email, I put about the GO bonds. Did anybody get a chance to think about that, if you're interested or not? So I can let Sean know we want to move forward or not. He just wants to put us on his radar to stay in contact.
Yeah.
We're not under a deadline for that.
No, but we sort of are. We sort of need to know by August because it's got to be by budget time. Yeah.
Would fire hydrants be something that, no? Okay.
It's capital projects, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's keep thinking on it.
Okay. And as far as I know, nothing has changed. The street paving is going to start Friday. It has changed before, but I haven't heard anything different yet.
I think they told us Monday today.
Monday today?
Yeah.
Okay. So it just keeps changing.
All right.
And that's all I have.
All right. Thank you. Attorney Schwartz.
No report.
Report. All right. Thank you. Parks Department. See you here? Nope.
Couple of years.
All right. You said what?
Nothing to report this time?
Okay. Nothing to report. All right. Nothing. That was for police or parks?
Oh, well, you just parks?
Yeah.
I think it's in police, I'm sorry.
No. Parks. All right. Nothing for parks. And then nothing for police department? All right. Got it. Code enforcement. She's here, but I don't believe there's anything that she relayed. Building inspector. That is our parks department guy also. He's not here. There's nothing on that. Stormwater management.
Yeah, we received bids last week before our stormwater board meeting for our project at Church, not Church Street, Maple Street and Ross. We did receive 3 bids, Reith Riley Construction, Grimmer Construction, and Dyer Construction. They were all forwarded to the engineer for review and everything worked out. And we signed today the letter to proceed with Reith Riley Construction for that project for a base bid price of $369,426.92. And that's just a base price because some of the things will be quantities, based on asphalt removal and asphalt replacement, things like that. So there's some adjustment to that price just a little bit. But that'll be moving forward. We're waiting for NIPSCO for their gas line relocations. There's 5 or 6 residential gas services that have to be modified prior to the construction of this. Stormwater obviously has to run downhill, gas can run uphill and downhill, so they have to move the gas lines to make room for our storm sewer line. So that'll be probably like a September, October construction is what we're estimating right now.
Okay. All right, thank you. Fire department.
Everything's going good. Probationary firefighter Drew Salzgiver is completing his fire 1 and 2 class, which he's put about 400 hours into the academy, so he'll be graduating now for
How many guys you got going to training now?
training. There's always guys going to training. I've got 2 in fire academies, 2 separate fire academies. 2 guys just finished up the state fire instructor. Oh boy, what else we got? Anything else that people are going out to? No, that's about it for now.
Okay.
So, annually, every year, we put
Right,
close to 600 training hours in.
right. Yeah, I know it, training gets more sophisticated all the time.
Yeah,
More,
so
yeah, mandatory, yeah.
Well, that's exciting. All right,
thanks.
thank you. All right. Now we have new business. So first on our new business is our approval of pay app number 9 for IHC, the water project. That is for $250,375.64. Is there any discussion on pay app number 9?
29.
Yeah, this is the, let's see, request 29, pay app number 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Any discussion on pay app number 9? And if there is no discussion, do I have a motion to approve pay app number 9 to IHC for $250,375.64?
So moved.
Have a motion, have a second?
Second.
Have a second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Yeah, that motion carries. Okay, next is approval of pay app number 11. That's request number 30 from IHC Construction for $997.01.
And that money's coming from community crossing? No?
No, this is all alone.
This is water project. IHC.
I so moved.
Okay, I have a motion. Is there a second? Second. I got a second. All in favor? Approval of pay app number 11?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Okay. Let's see. All right, next we have a planning commission appointment. Lori sent this out. Said you received several applications, but this is the only
Democrat.
Democrat.
It's a Democrat position.
Right, okay. No other Democrats?
No.
All right, and so this is Sue Endrick. She is the school crossing guard.
Yes.
You guys are not familiar with her?
She couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a chance to talk with her, and just, she seems like a nice lady, and she wants to serve, so, I'll go ahead and make that appointment for Sue Andrick to the Planning Commission. All right. Now we have, move on to old business, so we have Carol Van Dyke, trustee. Carol, there you go. All right. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm old business, huh?
I guess.
Okay, what I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna give to each one of you, just because there's a lot that I'm gonna say, and this way you can go back and I put my speech together, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, good evening, members of the Town Council and the residents of Couts and Pleasant Township. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Carol Van Dyke, and I serve as the Pleasant Township trustee and have had the honor of holding that position for 9 years. Tonight, I would like to take a few minutes, or maybe a little more, to discuss concerns that have developed over several years and continue to impact how residents, volunteers, and community partners feel about their relationship with our town government. It is a little long, but I'll try to do my best. To explain why I'm here tonight, I need to go back several years. At that time, fellow Couts resident Jenny Pavlik and I were approached by community members who wanted to create something special for Couts. A mural that would celebrate our town and showcase what makes our community unique. We agreed to take on the project as volunteers. From the beginning, we understood there would be no compensation. Local businesses, residents, and we ourselves contributed funds to purchase paint and supplies because we believed in the project and in the town we call home. Over the course of the project, Jenny and I invested more than 1,200 hours of our time. Those were evenings, weekends, family moments, and personal time dedicated to creating something that would promote Couts. It would instill community pride and provide a lasting landmark for residents and visitors alike. Unfortunately, not everyone shared that vision. While working on the mural, a few town employees expressed frustration with the project. We were told that the mural highlighted the fire department more than the police department or the town itself. Rather than recognizing the effort being made to create something positive for the community, the focus seemed to be on criticism. After the mural was completed, one final step remained: to properly protect the artwork and help ensure its longevity. A clear protective coating needed to be applied. Up until that point, the town had not provided any funding for the project, so we asked whether the town would be willing to cover the cost of the coating. The request was approximately $900. The answer was no. What was even more disappointing was hearing the town employee dismiss the project by saying it was just paint on a wall. For those who may see only paint on a wall, I would respectfully suggest they are missing the bigger picture. That mural represents more than 1,200 hours of volunteer service. It represents donations from local businesses and residents. It represents community pride. It represents people stepping forward without asking for recognition, compensation, or personal gain simply because they wanted to make Couts a better place. To hear that effort reduced to just paint on a wall was disheartening and frankly a slap in the face to everyone who contributed. What makes the situation even more disappointing is that a Couts resident took the time to write an email to the town and the town council expressing gratitude for the mural and the work that had been done. She specifically stated that the town should be proud of the project and that the artist should be recognized. That message was never shared with us. As an elected official myself, I find that troubling. In my role as township trustee, when positive feedback comes across my desk, I make every effort to ensure that recognition reaches the people who earned it. That is what professionalism requires. It costs nothing to say thank you. It costs nothing to acknowledge someone's effort. Yet those simple gestures can make an enormous difference. At the end of the day, this was never about the money. It was never about personal recognition. It was about respect. It was about appreciation. It was about demonstrating that when residents volunteer their time, talents, and resources to improve our community, those efforts should matter. A simple thank you would have gone a long way. The reason I share this story tonight is because it reflects a larger concern. When volunteers, residents, business owners, and community partners feel dismissed, criticized, or unappreciated, they become less willing to step forward and help. Communities thrive when people feel welcomed, valued, and respected. They struggle when people feel ignored or pushed aside. Couts has always been a town built by people who care. We have residents who volunteer countless hours, support local organizations, donate resources, and work together to improve our community. Those efforts should be encouraged, appreciated, and celebrated. My hope is that we can move towards a culture where residents are treated with respect when they walk into Town Hall, where volunteers are recognized for their contributions, where constructive ideas are welcomed, and where public service is guided by the understanding that we are here to serve the people of this community. Respect, communication, and appreciation cost nothing, yet they can make all the difference. Unfortunately, the concerns I am raising tonight are not limited to the events that happened a few years ago. In March of this year, I attended a board meeting and presented 3 requests for consideration. One of those requests was to recognize our Couts baseball team for their state appearance by partnering with the town and township to fund a commemorative sign. Recognition is not simply about a sign. It's about showing our students, athletes, volunteers, and families that their hard work matters. It's about demonstrating that achievement, dedication, and community pride are valued. At that meeting, I was informed that the request would be forwarded to another committee for further discussion and consideration. Since that time, I have heard nothing. And the amount asking was probably between $500 and $600 for them signs. No decision has been communicated to me. No update has been provided. No follow-up conversation has taken place. Perhaps a decision has been made, perhaps it has not. The issue is not whether the answer is yes or no. The issue is lack of communication. As elected officials and public servants, we have an obligation to communicate with the people we serve. When someone takes the time to attend a meeting, present a proposal, and participate in the process, they deserve the courtesy of a response. A simple phone call, email, or update would have demonstrated that the request was taken seriously and that the person's time and effort were respected. Instead, I am standing here months later, still asking a basic question: has anything been decided? If so, why was it never communicated to me? The second request I brought forward in March involved helping residents who are struggling. As a township trustee, one of my responsibilities is assisting people facing financial hardship. Over the years, there has been situations where residents needed help with expenses, including their water bill. Historically, I was told that the town's ordinances did not allow the township trustee to make a pledge towards a water bill. I was told that if I were permitted to do so, then everyone would be permitted to do so. Based on that understanding, there were times when I personally wrote checks from my own personal bank account because I believed there was no other option available to help a resident in need. Last month, I contacted the town regarding my request and asked whether any decision had been made. It is important to note that township trustees throughout the state of Indiana are permitted to pledge utility payments on behalf of eligible clients. During that conversation, I was informed by a town employee that I had always been allowed to make those pledges. That response left me with more questions than answers. If that option was always available, why was I repeatedly led to believe otherwise? Why were opportunities to assist residents potentially delayed because of the conflicting information? And why did it take years for a different answer to be provided? It's not about assigning blame. It's about consistency, transparency, and ensuring that residents receive the help they need without unnecessary obstacles. When government offices work together, we should be making it easier, not harder, for people facing difficult circumstances. I believe our residents deserve clear answers, consistent policies, and better communication between local government offices. Those are reasonable expectations, and meeting them would benefit everybody that's involved. The last request I presented in March was simple. I asked whether the town would consider providing the initial seasonal fill of water for the Pleasant Township pool without charge. But the larger question is this: do we fully recognize what the pool contributes to our community? Have you visited the pool in recent years to see what takes place there? Come and see the families enjoying a summer afternoon, watch more than 100 children who receive swimming lessons, talk to the staff of over 20 local high school and college students who are employed there, observe the community asset that exists right here in our own backyard. The pool is truly a hidden gem in our county. It attracts families from throughout the region who spend money in our town, creating economic activity that benefits local businesses and merchants. Despite these benefits, the pool faces significant financial challenges every year. Last season, our water bill increased by more than 333%. We have been told this was due to water meters and billing changes. Regardless of the reason, the reality is that a water bill exceeding $5,000 creates a substantial burden on our budget. Our resources are limited. In fact, no other township in Indiana operates an outdoor public pool like ours. The pool does not generate a profit. It survives because volunteers donate countless hours each year. It survives because community members believe that providing a safe, affordable place for children and families is worth the effort. When we asked for assistance with the initial fill, we were not asking the town to fund the entire season. We were asking for help with one expense that would make a meaningful difference. The challenge does not end with the water itself. The water we receive requires significant treatment before it is suitable for operation. We spend more than $1,000 in chemicals at the beginning just to remove rust and prepare the water for use. When expenses continue to rise, difficult choices follow. Do we reduce staffing? Do we cut operating expenses? Do we scale back services to our community? Those are choices we do not want to make. Some may suggest raising admission fees. However, the pool's success depends on accessibility. Families are already facing higher costs in nearly every aspect of life. Making the pool less affordable may reduce attendance and ultimately hurt the very operation we are trying to sustain. Others may suggest additional fundraising, yet families and businesses are already dealing with rising costs and financial pressures of their own. What I am asking for is not unreasonable. I am asking whether our local government can work together. I am asking whether we can view the township pool as a shared community asset rather than a separate entity. I am asking whether we can find ways to support something that benefits our children, our families, our seniors, our businesses, and our community as a whole. We can approach these conversations with a spirit of cooperation and hopefully not division. When I took office as trustee, I made a commitment to serve others. I believe everyone who seeks public office begins with that same goal. We may not always agree on every issue, but we should always remember that we are here to serve the people. That service begins with communication. It begins with professionalism and humility. It begins with treating one another with respect. Kindness costs nothing, yet it can accomplish a great deal. My hope is that moving forward we can work together more effectively, communicate more openly, and focus on what is best for the residents of Couts and Pleasant Township. If that happens, we will all benefit. Tonight I'm asking the members of the board to be a voice for our community. The town board has both the authority and the responsibility to help set the tone, the expectations, and the direction of our town. Policies matter, budgets matter, ordinance matter, but just as important is the culture we create and the way people are treated when they walk through the front door of Town Hall. We must be a community that welcomes people, supports businesses, encourages volunteers, and values those who are willing to invest their time and talents. That's how communities grow. That's how communities thrive. Too often I hear stories from residents, business owners, contractors, and community members who leave interactions feeling frustrated, dismissed, or unwelcome. Whether those perceptions are intended or not, they do have real consequences. People talk, business owners talk, contractors talk, residents talk. The reputation of a community is built one interaction at a time. When people feel they are not being heard or treated respectfully, they become less likely to invest their time, resources, and energy in our town. Recently, I watched a video of a local businessman here attending a town meeting to ask questions about his water bill. Here was a veteran and business owner trying to understand an issue affecting his livelihood, yet instead of feeling heard, he appeared to be publicly belittled. Every resident deserves to be treated with dignity and respect when seeking answers from their local government. We may not always have the answer people want. We may not always be able to say yes, but we can always listen. We can always communicate. We can always be respectful. That's not a political issue. It's a leadership issue. If we want Couts to be a community where families choose to live, businesses choose to invest, volunteers choose to serve, and visitors choose to return, then we must build a culture based on respect, transparency, communication, and service. The water issues facing our town are no longer just an inconvenience. They are affecting property values, home sales, and the reputation of our community. When prospective homeowners hear about these issues, they think twice about investing in our town, and that should concern all of us. Residents deserve transparency. We need a clear understanding what the problems are, what steps are being taken to address them, how much those solutions will cost, and how public funds are being spent. We are not asking for perfection. We are asking for communication. We are asking to be informed. When residents are paying higher water bills, they have a right to know where that money is going and what progress is being made towards resolving these issues. Just as important is the way residents are treated when they come to town hall seeking the information. Too many people leave feeling disrespected or unheard. Whether someone is speaking with the receptionist or the clerk or any employee, they should be treated with courtesy and respect. Residents are not an inconvenience. They are the people who fund and support this government. Listening to residents should never be viewed as a burden. It's one of the most important responsibilities of public service. Even when answers are not immediately available, people deserve to know they have been heard and taken seriously. Decisions regarding policies, ordinances, and direction of this community should come from the elected town board. That is how local government is intended to function. The clerk and administrator play an important role in supporting town operations, but policy decisions ultimately belong to the elected officials on the board. Tonight I'm asking for greater transparency, better communication, a renewed commitment to treating people with respect. The people of Couts deserve to know what is being done to address the water issues, how their money is being spent, and that their voices matter in decisions affecting their community. We all want Couts to succeed. We all want a community that people are proud to call home. Working together with openness, accountability, and respect is the best way to achieve that goal. As public servants, we should always remember that people come to us because they need assistance, they need information or guidance. Our responsibility is not simply to enforce rules, it's to serve others. Couts was once known as the town with a heart. A reputation like that is not maintained by buildings, budgets, or infrastructure alone. It's maintained by people. It is maintained by how we treat one another. It is maintained by a willingness to listen, communicate, collaborate, and show respect, even when opinions differ. I believe the people sitting in this room and the ones at the table care deeply about this community. I believe the employees who work for this town have the ability to make a positive difference every day. I believe we can do better. Most importantly, I believe we can remember that every decision we make and every interaction we have reflects on the character of this community. My hope is that we return to being known as a town with a heart, a town that values its volunteers, supports its businesses, respects its residents, and works together to solve problems. That is the Couts that I believe in. That is the Couts our residents deserve. And that is the Couts I hope we can build together. Thank you for your time, your service, and for listening.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna all look at these,
You
yeah.
can keep it.
I was jotting down some notes, so
Okay.
I'll get in touch with you with questions that I have and try to get correct answers for some of the questions you have, okay? But I appreciate you coming here and sharing this with us and with the people. All right?
Can I say something?
Sure.
You have never once came in my office and said anything to me about any of this. I'm a financial officer and you're a financial officer. You came in here asking for free water, for special treatment for your people that need their water shut off or didn't pay their bill. You never once communicated that to me, not once. And then you come in here in a town council meeting and say that I'm not treating people right? That I'm the problem with why people don't want to move here? People move in and out of here all the time. Had you asked me any of those questions, I could have answered those, but you're not exactly being fair about it. So, let me tell you, the pool water, I have contacted the State Board of Accounts. I'm waiting for a letter to come from them. You have a tax levy, I have a tax levy. My understanding is that your tax levy is to fund your assets, my tax levy is to fund mine. We cannot give free water. We can do an interlocal agreement, but you still have to pay for the water. But you didn't ask that question. You just came in and accused whatever you're accusing right now, and then you didn't even hand me the paper. You skipped me, and I don't even know why. And I have nothing to do with any of the things. I did not say anything bad about your wall. I did not say you couldn't have the sealer. I didn't do any of that. I listened to you, you can listen to me. I don't know where you got all this stuff from, but I just don't think it's very fair that you didn't say anything, not one word to me. Even tonight, you came in, you passed out your stuff, you said nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then, we do work with you for the water. No one's ever asked you to write a check out of your own account. When you call and say you need to help someone, we write it down. That person is never shut off, ever. We have never, ever. You can shake your head all you want, but I know how the office runs.
Sorry.
I never once accused you in my speech.
I feel like you did. I feel like I was attacked. You said the town hall. I represent the town hall.
Okay, well then it's the person answering the phone at the town hall.
I had told you when you came in, we have never, since I have worked here, ever shut anybody off when the town trustee has called and said they were going to pay somebody's bill. A note has been made on the account and nothing happens.
You said that now.
No one's ever been shut off as long as I've worked here.
I
The
didn't ask-
trustee was going to pay.
I didn't ask about shut-offs. It was about helping someone in need through our office,
Okay?
and we needed time.
How do you know we don't help people?
Because how many times I've called to ask for that pledge and have been told, we can't do that.
I have never said that to
Woodstone's
you.
got hundreds of thousands of customers. We have 800.
I'm saying what I've been told.
Well,
That has never.
again, you didn't even give us a chance to answer that. You just came in and attacked at a meeting, and I don't think it's fair. And I just want everybody to know that. I don't think it's fair what you did.
to answer it here.
I am. I'm answering it right now. But I don't think it's fair to throw somebody under a bus before they even know it's going to happen. I wouldn't have done that to her. I would have came to her, have financial officer to financial officer and said, listen, this is what I need. You never said anything to me, ever, about pledging anything.
Because I didn't get past the first phone call then.
Why do you gotta get past the phone call? This is my office.
Well, whoever answers the phone and says,
You
let me
come in my building. You come in, you could have came into my office at any
What's the
time.
difference between that and making a call and then the person on the phone saying, let me check on that? And then when they get back to me.
How am I supposed to know? If you
Let me
don't
check
want
on
me in my
that, and I
office,
will
how am I
ask
supposed to
Lori.
know?
Let me check on that, I will ask Lori. Comes back, no, we can't do that, it's not our ordinance.
I can't do special treatment.
But
What I do for you,
Not special.
I can't announce that at a meeting, but I just did. And you know what, there are people that are struggling in the town. You act like I'm some kind of Nazi that says, you gotta do this. That is not true. People come in all the time and they say, listen, I lost my job, or I don't have this, I don't have that. Can I pay my bill a week later? And we do it.
Okay, but you have never allowed me, through the trustee, to do that for people until April, this April, before
And you've
that.
never allowed me to answer anything.
Well, you've answered, the person answering the phone who has told me.
Okay, well, we're gonna agree to disagree because I just don't think it's fair.
I'm sorry if you're offended by it, it's a long time coming with just the respect issue to people in the community. And something needs to change.
You're talking respect and I'm saying you're not giving respect, so that's fine.
All right, out of respect for the meeting, we're gonna continue on. Is there any other new business? All right, if there's nothing new, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I moved it.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion, means adjourned.
I'd like to thank all of you that could come for the meeting tonight. I hope we're full of people every week, or every meeting. That's a great thing.